What's up, everybody? This is Mason filming this the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. In this session, we're going to watch some Steve Nash clips and go over some good points and good techniques for point guards. Also, in this video, there's some really good music. It's going to be good. The first clip is a pick and roll to a give and go. So Steve Nash comes off the ball screen, dribbles to the short corner, gives it back to Lopez, and then is Steve's ability to sell as if he's going to get a DHO, like a dribble handoff. I expect that's what the defender was anticipating here, that Steve was going to come up to get a handoff. He fakes that, cuts off of his outside foot, and then as soon as he beats his defender and catches the ball, his eyes go to the scoring area, which is right under the rim, and reads the defense. Ron Artest steps up to help, so that's an automatic pass. Now, if Ron Artest would have stayed closer to Vince Carter, that would have been a layup for Steve Nash. This play here is a nice pick and roll with Channing Frye and Steve Nash. Steve Nash dribbles far out from Channing Frye so that he can guarantee a switch. If he hadn't have stretched this dribble so far out, switching back Derek Fisher and Lamar Odom to their original man would be much easier. And he keeps his dribble alive until he knows someone is open. He identifies the mismatch, unselfish play, and lets a teammate go to work and score. The lesson from this play is versus a switch, point guards need to stretch that dribble far out to guarantee a mismatch. By passing the ball ahead, Steve makes it a 3-on-3 game to a 2-on-1 / even a 1-on-1 game. He really is able to isolate Vince Carter and Derek Fisher right here for an easy score. Point guards gotta be able to pass with any hand at any time in any way. It could be left hand, right hand, bounce pass, chest pass. Another great point and phrase is the term feel mine, see his. Right here, Steve Nash feels Derek Fisher on his backside and sees Powell is protecting Steve's dribble, leaving Lopez open to the rim. So terminology for pick and roll for point guards is feel mine, as in feel my defender, and see his, as in the screener's defender. That's from Kevin Eastman. Point guards who especially have an athletic disadvantage need to use deception. Steve hops into it right here and squares up as if he's going to his right and he's going to reject the ball screen. Derek Fisher bites on that fake, and then on the finish, he uses a really good one-handed extended layup so that Derek Fisher has no chance to tap that ball out of his hand. And I'd imagine Steve Nash knew that as he's driving right here, there's going to be a high chance he's going to go all the way in for a layup, because everybody that is not involved on the pick and roll is on the weak side of the floor. So for them to come over and help, they're going to have to come all the way over across the whole floor. Just wanted to highlight Grant Hill went to Duke. Sorry if you're not a Duke fan. But me and Coach K go way back. Went to his camp as a camper and this past summer as a coach for 3 weeks. Really like how Duke does things. Anyway, that's beside the point. Watch Steve Nash's eyes on this fast break. He peeks back at Vince Carter so he knows that VC is right behind him. He also realizes that if he can bring Derek Fisher, the defender, over towards the middle of the court, towards the nail, then that's going to open up the right side of the floor and get Vince in there for a layup. This is an amazing play. Steve Nash leaves both feet and peeks to Grant Hill in the weak side corner and shows the ball above his head. If you watch Kobe Bryant and Derek Fisher's reactions to that shot and eye fake, Derek Fisher is completely taken out of the play and Kobe freezes, leaving Lopez with an open layup. Lastly, look at his mini box out. He even pushes off Powell so that Lopez has an easier shot at the basket. Simple double ball screen drag action right here. Steve Nash comes off 2 ball screens into what my friends at PGC call a boom! 1-2, stays square, has good balance, and knocks down the 3. Corner pick and roll is going to have very little help where the screen is set because it's in the corner. There's no other defenders over there. wide open. Steve has a great pass right by the ankle of Pau Gasol. Great point guards pass the ball to areas where the defense cannot deflect it. These next few plays show Steve Nash initiating contact with the defense and then getting them off balance and using that contact for separation to get off an open shot. This play is mainly to appreciate the greatness of Steve Nash. He gets trapped and throws some crazy pass to get it out of there. Find a way to get the ball out of a trap. Simple but very underappreciated value of a point guard is delivering the pass crisply, on time, and on target. In all these plays of Steve Nash passing that I went through, all these clips, he delivers the ball fast, crisp, sharp. After the ball screen in this play, Steve Nash splits two help defenders, and as you'll see right here, rips the ball above the hand of McDyess to get it away from that help defender, then extends the layup with his left hand so that Tim Duncan can't block the shot. If he would have shot that ball with his right hand, maybe Duncan could have tipped it out, but since he went left hand, he negated Duncan's ability to contest it and block the shot. On this baseline drive, Steve Nash gets around Duncan and then jump stops in front of his defender, which is Duncan, stops, pauses, gets Duncan to pause also, and then by changing speeds like this, he's able to gain that separation that allows him to get a semi-open shot, kind of a crazy shot over his head. Great point guards have the ability to pass to their screener in any way, even if it's a behind the back pass. He snakes the pick and roll right here and gets McDyess to flip his hips at like almost a 180-degree angle. Anytime a ball handler does that, it means he has the defense guessing and off balance. In this triple baseline screen, we see Steve Nash's ability to go from sprinting into a jump shot where he is perfectly on balance. I see so many players when they are sprinting into a jump shot, catch and shoot off of a screen like this, they end up fading left, fading right, fading back, whatever. But Steve Nash has a perfect ability to go straight up and down coming off of a triple screen. Similar to the early display of changing speeds, creating contact, and then gaining separation, in these couple plays, we see Steve Nash drives by his defender and then dribbles back to get in the defender's line to the basket. So he beats Jason Kidd, and then Jason Kidd runs in a straight line to the rim. As Steve Nash dribbles in front of Jason Kidd, he would either slow down that defender or negates the defender's ability to block the shot because the defense doesn't know which hand he's going to finish with. These next three plays are a concept of Mike D'Antoni's offense. In transition, Steve Nash would dribble towards the corner, and that corner guy cuts straight through the rim. In these three plays, he gets the ball, but if he doesn't get the ball, he just cuts all the way through to the opposite corner. Splitting the ball screen isn't necessarily always a crossover. In this split, he just throws the ball out with his left hand and then he catches it with his left hand. What's most important is that when he tosses the ball out in front of him, he sprints to catch up with the ball. Lastly, notice how tight of a space this is. He brings his shoulder in contact with his screener. And he throws the ball under the defender's inside hand. So to split the screen, you have to throw that ball in a space where the defender won't be able to touch it. And usually that's right below the defender's inside hand. and right off of the defender's ankle. From these Steve Nash clips, we learned a lot of really good things for point guards. One is sharp, crisp passing. He delivers the ball to the hands of every receiver, and it's a sharp, crisp pass. Transition passing, he passes the ball ahead to create advantages. He's always aware of mismatches. Against switches, he dribbles 2 or 3 long dribbles to guarantee a switch, and then he keeps the ball alive. He doesn't pick the ball up, then make a decision. He makes a decision as he's dribbling, and then he picks the ball up to make the pass. A lot of these points are great for your games and are going to help you perform better. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the box below. And I will see you next video.